What's going on, guys? It is Nate here, and I'm bringing you a team deathmatch here. I think it's called Icebreaker, this map. I don't really know the names of too many maps in this game, because it seems like every game I play is on Hacienda, and then the next game is on Hacienda Twilight, and then the next game is on Hacienda, and then maybe they'll get a Jungle Flooded in there. I seem to play Jungle Flooded probably 9 times before I played Jungle once, and I don't know. Jungle Flooded, it's okay, I guess. It's way more campy, even though the flooding doesn't really affect much of the area. Like, I don't feel like a lot of people would run through that area anyway, but it seems to be much more campy. And whenever I throw my Mantis on Jungle Flooded, it just goes straight into the water and kills itself. So that's something I didn't really think of and haven't patched, so don't use the Mantis on Jungle Flooded because it'll just kill itself. It's pretty funny the first 100 times it happens, but, you know, after that, it's kind of lame. But this gameplay, I don't know if I said it before, but I get 70 kills. I think I go like 70 and 5 or something like that, and the final death I have is actually pretty funny. But even though this is the most kills I've ever gotten in a team deathmatch game, I don't think it's the most skillful or entertaining game I've ever gotten. I mean, I had a 62 kill team deathmatch back in Black Ops 2. I think I had a 63 kill team deathmatch in COD 4. And that's when the score limit only went up to 75. And I think I was using low streaks in Black Ops 2 as well. So, yeah, in this game, I'm using the Swordfish, which is just the perfect weapon for this map. And it seems like no one ever uses the Swordfish, and I don't know why. It's a 5-shot kill, I think, and it only shoots 4 bullets per burst, so maybe that's what turns people off. But if you need to, you could use the Pentaburst operator mod. Or what I like to do is I use the FMJ attachment and high caliber, and what that's going to do, if you get like 1 headshot in there in your little burst, you'll get a 1 burst kill. And this thing has like no recoil at all. It has super great range, and yeah, I really enjoy this weapon. I feel like it might be the most underappreciated gun in this entire game. Because when people want to use a long-range weapon, they'll just use like the Titan or something with thermal and FMJ 1 and 2. That's pretty much the noob's gun of choice. I think I get killed earlier in the gameplay by a Titan with that exact same setup. Seems to be the only 3 attachments on that gun is the thermal and FMJ 1 and 2. A lot of damage, low recoil, and it can take out kill streaks pretty fast, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised at all. But what I wanted to talk about was the next Call of Duty game. Yeah, I know it's barely December and I'm already talking about the next Call of Duty game, but honestly, I'm kind of worried and kind of excited. I think Treyarch usually does a good job with their games. I think Black Ops 4 is the worst Black Ops game, but it's still much more enjoyable than anything Sledgehammer or Infinity Ward's thrown out. If they just removed all the specialists and put health back to 100 and added more guns into the game instead of putting them in the supply drops. You know, I think there's only 5 assault rifles and like 2 shotguns and 1 launcher. So if they added more guns, took away specialists and health 150, put it back to 100, I think this would be a really good game. I don't think anyone would be talking about how great it is because it's pretty much a copy and paste of Black Ops 3, but it seems to be even less polished. I think that the development was kind of troubled. You know, they had blackout mode to do really late in the development cycle. They cut the campaign and started doing blackout, and I feel like they stole a lot of multiplayer developers to help with the blackout mode. And so this kind of just feels like an unpolished mess. Kind of feels like they didn't really work too hard on it. It's just kind of copied and pasted and, you know, hope no one would notice. But, you know, I'm still enjoying this game. I don't think any of the maps are great. I don't think any of the maps are terrible. You know, this is kind of just a meh Call of Duty. You could run around. You could have fun. You could quickscope if you want. You could run around with a shotgun if you want. You could camp with LMGs. You could rush with SMGs. You could play, you know, medium range with assault rifles. It really suits all play styles, unlike Modern Warfare. And I know that the hate Modern Warfare bandwagon, you know, it's in full effect, the hate train. It's kind of like beating a dead horse at this point. But there's a lot of stuff I didn't like about Modern Warfare, and I'm afraid they're going to bring it to Black Ops 5. Because the stuff in Modern Warfare that's bad was implemented on purpose. You know, it's not an accident that the maps are porous, as they say, with a lot of safe spaces and a lot of places you could camp with infinite claymores and stuff. You know, it's not an accident that there's heavy skill-based matchmaking in the game. They're trying to protect new players. They're trying to give the new players a good experience in the game. They're trying to attract new players, I think. Because back in the day, all the little 12-year-olds would just run around in Quickscope in COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, all that stuff. And it kept on attracting all these younger kids, and they just had a fresh supply of new players playing their game. Even if old players got pissed and stopped playing Call of Duty, all the little kids would come play Call of Duty, and they'd give them all their money. But now all the little kids are giving their money to Fortnite, and I think it's kind of scaring Call of Duty how much money they're probably losing. And they're probably just trying to create, Modern Warfare. They're using the Modern Warfare title to bring back older players, and they're creating a game for noobs, to attract newer players. So I feel like it's kind of a business decision to create the game the way that it was with, infinite claymores, a lot of hiding spots, heavy skill-based matchmaking. And I'm scared that that stuff is going to be brought into Black Ops 5. And I do think that Treyarch is the best developer. I know you could argue about why they suck, but I enjoy every single one of their games. Like I said, I think Black Ops 4 is probably their weakest effort recently. But Black Ops 2 was incredible, Black Ops 3 was really solid, and Black Ops 1, all-time classic. Each of them had plenty of problems. None of them was even close to being perfect, but all of them I could play the crap out of daily and not get bored. It's really fun running around, getting kill streaks, and I'm kind of afraid that Activision told Infinity Ward, create this game for noobs, and they probably told Treyarch to do the same. So I'm hoping that's not the case, because I don't want a Modern Warfare game or type game made by Treyarch in the future. I'm hoping that Treyarch makes a solid, well-polished Call of Duty that, they could be proud of like they have been in the past. And honestly, Call of Duty, from Sledgehammer, from Infinity Ward, from Treyarch, they've all been trying to market, past Call of Duty stuff, previous guns that they had, previous maps, previous names, Modern Warfare. If you're trying to market all this stuff from the past, you admit that your past stuff is better than your original ideas. Why don't you just remake like a best of Black Ops game? Why don't you take the best maps, the best guns, whatever the best perks are from each Call of Duty game, Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and 4, and, probably World at War, because everyone loved that game too, and just create a huge mashup, kind of like Call of Duty Mobile or Call of Duty Online. Create a mashup of all the best of games, because you'll have so much content in that game, and sure, it'll take a lot of work because you have a new engine, and you're going to have to update all the graphics and stuff, but you don't have to design maps or, design new guns or anything. All that stuff's there for you. You just have to rebalance stuff, take out all the BS like Second Chance from Black Ops 1, make Ghost only work when you're moving, all this stuff, like you keep on bringing back Nuketown and Firing Range and stuff, why not just make a best of, collection from Black Ops? You have so much good stuff. That's just my opinion. I don't know what they're going to do in the future, if they're going to make a brand new game, Black Ops 5 or Collection or whatever, but I'm kind of scared that they're going to go the Modern Warfare route just because Activision told them so, because they want to get newer players interested in the game or whatever. But anyway, this is a 70 kill team deathmatch on Icebreaker. Like I said, my score streaks just absolutely went ham this game. And that's one of the funnest things about Call of Duty. It's just running around, the run and gun arcade shooter. It's not supposed to be super realistic. You're supposed to, just run around having fun, blowing people up. And yeah, so I really enjoy the Treyarch games because you could do that. Not so much for the Modern Warfare. Don't really want to beat on that game too hard because, it's been done to death on Reddit and YouTube and Twitter. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for the next Call of Duty because you're done with Modern Warfare? Or do you like Modern Warfare? Or do you think Treyarch's going to knock the next one out of the park? Let me know what you guys have to say, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.